didn't realize there was a best of CraigsList. I don't know how it works. I don't care. All I know is the best of CraigsList Philadelphia has this from May 2010, so it's possible you may have heard of it before. The title, this is in the strictly platonic category.
Okay.
Beat It with a Real Joe Bro. M for M. Male for male. I'm a serious bro looking for an equally or more serious bro with fancy footwork. The idea is to tie our wrists together, a la the Beat It video by Michael Jackson, and then each jerk-off/knife fight in a profound spiritual act of consensual hetero awesomeness.
What?
I would have done this way sooner, but have little faith in humanity.
Okay.
Whereas dudes jerking off are both undeniably awesome, I'm a straight bro, as in not gay. I really just love Michael Jackson and being open-minded about new jerk-off scenarios. We will basically play Beat It over and over again while we jerk off and dance, occasionally parrying and thrusting.
Why?
Winner finishes the most times. I don't know if that's the reward or if that's how you determine the winner. Winner finishes the most times, but points will be awarded for finishing first/accuracy. If you're the header bro I'm looking for, then we can jerk off furiously/competitively and then just hang out or whatever. I've got laser tag, too.
Wouldn't that be weird, though, if you've just jacked off with a guy? To spend time with him afterwards?
To play laser tag? I don't know. Laser tag is pretty fun. He continues, I'm pretty serious about this. As in, completely serious. If you touch my junk with anything but your own, I will BF you in the M.
PF? Butt fuck?
You in the
No.
M? No.
No.
I will break...
BF.
What's the M? I mean, it's not any part of the genitals. Dick.
BFM?
Cock. All right, so if you touch
Bloody
my...
fucking murder, you?
I will bloody fucking you in the murder.
Damn it.
There's no more context clues. Nerd/gays need not apply. I'm not gay.
No nerds.
P.S. And I've gotten with hot chicks as recently as just now.
You gotta question somebody who has to affirm such things.
BFU. Yeah, BFU in the M. Butt fuck you in the... Now you got me stuck on the butt fucks.
Butt fuck you, mouth.
Butt fuck
Yeah.
you in the mouth, no. Yeah, I don't know if it's good or bad that we can't suss this one out.
But I just... When is the right moment to start sparring with the guy, you know?
All right. I think the moment that you let yourself be connected at the wrist to somebody who has an intent to, what's he say, have some sort of profound heterosexual experience of awesomeness, you got to really trust somebody or not give a shit about your life.
So what you're telling me is that you would never respond to an advert like that?
Alternate Phil might have. Not married with children, Phil.
What happened to you, man?
I would,
You
if
used
I
to
had
be
to go,
cool.
if I had to go, what if you had to go? Like, or they were going to kill your sister. They said you have to respond to this ad.
That just doesn't seem that weird to me.
How would you prepare then?
Well, I think I'll take off my glasses. That way, I look less cute. And obviously I see less. So I think that's a good way. But as preparing, I think I got some good hip rotation, so I think I'll be all right.
I meant like hiding a weapon somewhere.
All right, no, I'm ready to go.
Yes, opportunity. When a dump truck and a municipal bus collided around 1 p.m. on January 5th in downtown Phoenix, it of course drew the attention of the passengers, bystanders, motorists, and nearby construction workers. According to a report in the Arizona Republic, an unidentified man then immediately seized the moment, ran out from some bushes to the center of the commotion, and flashed the crowd before running away. So, that wasn't what you were expecting as far as Opportunistic goes?
That was like his big moment, and he seized it.
He was just sitting around going, man, I wish I could show my dick to a large group of people. Oh my God, what a horrible accident. Help me, for the love of God. Somebody call 911. Where's my trench coat?
I would like to meet that man. He just goes for it. Any situation, bam. He's a doer.
Imagine you're in a car wreck. You're the worst in a situation. A dump truck, a municipal bus. You get rammed by a dump truck. Oh, man, a lot of people show up. They're like, you're going to wait right here. We're going to get you help. Hey, everybody, look at me. Oh, Jesus, everybody turn your heads. I can't.
The sad thing is, the next time I see a horrific crash,
you're going to be on the lookout for a flash. There was an incident of a fire breaking out on the grounds of a crematorium at the Innisvale Cemetery Crematorium in Innisfil, Ontario. Firefighters put out the blaze and rescued the 15 dead bodies that were awaiting cremation. You got to get those dead bodies out of there before they burn. It'd be disrespectful if they burn that way before we burn them our way.
If that was like one of your loved ones was in there, and they just started dragging out their dead body, would you be like, what are you doing?
Well, it depends. Do I see a very large fire going on? Or was I just hanging out at the crematorium?
Listen, man, I don't know what you do.
May is National Masturbation Month. I am looking at mensfitness.com. They have some statistics here from their survey, which I'm trying to find. Here we are. WeVibe's first annual masturbation report is an analysis of qualitative and quantitative research from 600 men and women across the United States, ranging in age from 20 to 70. Wow.
Oh, my God.
Identifying as single, in a relationship, or married. Let's see. 82% of those 600 people reported masturbating the most during the winter months and at night. Any thoughts on that? I'm trying to think why that would be.
Well, I think the winter's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? Because it's, the sun goes down sooner, so everyone's all just a bit glum.
Snuggling up by the fire. Oh, yeah, wait. I'm not thinking masturbation. Who masturbates by the fire?
What would happen if you jizzed into the fire?
I don't know. Weird. All this time I've drifted through life without ever ejaculating onto an open flame. Suddenly, I'm curious.
I've seen a video of a...
God damn it, YouTube! Sorry, was it YouTube?
No, it was worse.
Okay. Just describe the video, please.
Well, I mean, I only really have to tell you the title of the video.
Okay.
Girl eats cum omelet. It's the nastiest shit you've ever seen.
What did she have on it? Cheese? Did she have it on a bit of rye? What do you have with a cum omelet?
They were taking too long to get the loads in the pan. So
obviously the biggest problem.
Some of the earlier loads were sticking to the pan. And they eventually had enough jisms to make a half-assed omelet. And she gingerly ate it.
Did she?
And it was the most disgusting thing.
Did she use her hands? Is it a finger food?
She did. So I said gingerly, she's got it just on the tips of her fingers, just a couple fingers holding it up. I mean, it wasn't as bad as the cum popsicle video that I saw.
How?
That was horrible. So they all jizz them into
Wait, I'm afraid we just blasted by. Poor choice of words. We just glided by the fact that there was a poor soul that you saw it from the mangasm out of the frying pan. No, into the frying pan. Out of the penis into the frying pan.
The latest saying, sweeping the nation.
National Masturbation Month, indeed.
Yeah, so look up Come Popsicle for the worst porn video I've ever seen.
How come pudding farts is considered generally humorous? Cake farts, pudding farts, but cum popsicles and cum omelets generally would evoke ews.
Because cakes are nice things. All right, when you're slurping on a cum popsicle and it starts melting and it's dripping all down you, and it's getting warmer, I don't think that's a nice thing to have.
Have you ever had a popsicle and then there's something written on the stick after you've eaten the popsicle? It's like a little joke or whatever.
That doesn't happen here.
Wow, that's a shame. Also, kills my reference point.
But I know what you mean. I mean, usually it's just an advertisement for the ice cream you just ate.
If you were in charge of writing a colorful slogan or a joke or anything, even an advertisement, what would you put on your patented cumsicles? Owen's cumsicles. Takes a licking, keeps on ticking. You know, that's weird. But if you could have anything printed on Owen's cumsicle sticks, trademark.
Is that like a bee in my fucking net? Hold on. What the fuck is that?
What an odd conversation stopper.
Sorry. You know, I got like...
There's a bee in me bonnet.
Right, fuck off.
I don't know.
It's just standing there. No, I'm not standing there. Oh, there. Nope. It's dead. How long has that been in there? It was stuck in the net, so I thought, it's got his little legs trapped in it.
Who is Annette, and how come you haven't introduced us? Come on, man. You used to respond to shit like that.
Yes.
Oh, man. Is this the old Skimbosh charm finally wearing off on you? You know how I told you that, it's usually after 2 years that I shed my skin of friends from the internet?
Yes.
It's usually because 2 years is the average time. The average time? Wow. Am I slurring? The average time for the Skimbosh charm to wear off. Maybe it's just taking longer on you because you're slower.
Wow.
Out of those 600 people, 41%.
In the bathroom?
41% in the bathroom, 19% couch, 25% shower, 8% kitchen.
What the fuck?
I'm not a part of that statistic because I don't like cum fucking omelets. What the shit? Don't ejaculate, shit, vomit, or otherwise have any of your body fluids in the area that you prepare food. It's a very, very simple concept.
I can't agree more.
How, I guess, just because it's instantly taboo, fetishize it. Make a very blunt YouTube video about it. Or not a YouTube, but a very blunt porn video about it. And title it something enchanting as, what was it?
Oh, girl eats cum omelet.
Pornography is so depressing these days. Sorry.
Everyone's trying to get that kick,
Well, it's just
extra urge.
Nothing's left to the imagination anymore. I shouldn't be waxing poetic about pornography, but there's just way too much access to everything instantly. There's no mysteriousness. There's no courting, even if you're by yourself. It's just instant. Well, I'm feeling kind of... Or inside of the gash! Camera! Just, why?
I know, and the bad thing is, because of all the, the HD cameras and whatnot, it's getting too real. you're going in for the facial or whatever, and you just see tons of makeup, and it's just like, oh, Jesus.
That's not
Go
quite
away.
what I'm referring to. Like, the makeup those porn actresses are wearing is
Well, no, because
ludicrous.
it's always caked on, and then you go like for a zoom shot of pounding the puss.
What is this,
and-
a cartoon pounding the puss?
Then you like see like, bits of fluid that you wouldn't normally see in like a standard dev camera, and it's again, it's like when somebody has sticky lips and you can't help but look. Actually,
All the little gooey wires are connecting to two lips.
yes, it's horrible.
It is.
It ruins the moment.
Yeah, I think what you're describing is the definition, and what's the way to phrase it? There's there's intimate, and then there's in that shit. I mean, you're just too close. You're way too close.
Like that saying.
Yeah, in what would I say? In intimate versus in whatever I said. But shut up. In that shit. Talking about Boyhood before. I happened to look around on the best of CraigsList. Got out of Philadelphia, went to Los Angeles, 2014. This one's
more fucked up. Philadelphia.
Well,
Oh.
this one's written well. It is entitled, "You Farted During Boyhood." There we were, just enjoying a nice quiet Saturday night at the movies. A slow mover, Linklater's Boyhood. Some popcorn, a few sodas. Nothing really happens in the film, we found. For about 90 minutes or so, we stare listlessly at the screen. It's a thinking man's film, I say. Beautifully shot. It's about life and death and relationships and things of that nature. Just then, at a brief, carefully timed cinematic pause in dialogue, an enormous fart from somewhere in the back pierces an otherwise silent movie theater. It had the impact of a baseball bat hitting a leather couch, or George Foreman working the heavy bag. Whack! Loud, deep, and masculine. The seat cushion heroically absorbed most of the blow, but not enough that each and every person in the movie theater instantly burst into nervous laughter. The laughter continued for what felt like a good 5 minutes until tears streamed down our faces. Even well after the blast, we quietly chuckled to ourselves with a "remember the time that guy farted in the movie theater" gleam in our eyes. And just like that, with a soft chuckle and a deep breath, we were back into the film. Things happened. People drove around Texas. Relationships came and went. There was crying. There was hope. It was as if we had all forgotten about the fart that had brought us together. Well, I lost my spot. As the sun began to set on screen, the teenage boy, no longer a boy, transitions into an adult before our very eyes and looks intently, lustfully into a young girl's eyes as if to lean in for a kiss, and brap, another fart from the back row like two giant hands clapping together, and the screen goes dark. Roll credits. We decided after laughing our way out of the theater and all the way home that this was the best movie that we had ever seen. I imagined the lone fartist sauntering off into the sunset, his work here done. If only I could say thank you, kind sir. You are truly a master of your craft.
What film was it for?
Boyhood.
I do like those situations, though, where you can all come together, be it a fart, or if you're in a restaurant and a waitress drops a cup and smashes everywhere. Everyone, hey, waiter,
You all engage in a little common bonding at the expense of one poor soul.
I really do love that. I mean, I don't know if it's that common outside of England, but if you're in a group setting and somebody does something stupid, they definitely tell you.
I think it's more not so much. I mean, there's a lot of, I forget the word for it. There's a German word for getting enjoyment out of other people's misery, but I think it's also like you all agree that at least we're not that person right now.
Exactly.
I know that I may have told you my son experienced this very briefly when we were waiting to get ice cream, and there was this kid in line that had showing his little brother or whatever change in his hand as we were all waiting in line for some ice cream, and the other kid smacked his hand, so all this change got blasted, like kapow, just blew the change all out of his hand. And it didn't matter how bad you felt for that kid who just had his ice cream money blasted. You had to let out a little chuckle. Like, sucks to be you, my little friend. Get out of the way.
Let the people with the money through.
Yeah, let the people look at this. This is $1 bill, son. Carry around your weak-ass change. Get out of the way. And you kick them. No.
You fucking hate kids.
I may have went off on a little tangent there. I'm sorry.
It's not really a glamorous job, but it pays the bills, and hopefully if I keep at it in a few days, it'll be enough for me to rob a few people.
How much do you get paid?
It depends on how far the delivery is. The map is huge, and
Right.
It depends. You can get a couple of grand, or you can only get a few hundred.
So wait, how much does a gun cost if you can get a couple grand for one?
Well, the gun costs around 10,000 or so, but you got to buy a car first, which is pretty much all your life savings. That's just gone instantly. And then if your car gets wrecked, which happened to me, you're sort of in a bad place then, because you've only got a few funds. And again, I'm trying to find my way in the world. So I just
still
come
wet
off.
behind the ears, are you?
Yeah, well, it's a rough place with all the
Wait.
molestation.
I have a very important. I'm curious about that, but I have a very important question for you, Owen, and I want you to think long and hard before you answer.
Go on.
What are you going to do when you get a gun?
Well, the easiest way to rob people is, like I said earlier, is to pose as a taxi driver.
That's right. So, in essence, what are you preparing? You're doing this delivery job to familiarize yourself with the map and get your driving down, and then you are going to do unto others that has been done unto you?
Exactly, and hopefully, because I would know the map so well, if the cops do come, I'll be able to escape in a blaze of glory. So I was doing my deliveries. My car got damaged, but I had enough money.
I'm
so
just
I
picturing you walking around.
Well, I had enough money, so I withdrew I think it was about 5,000, and I wanted to use that money to buy some better clothes because I looked a bit like a hobo, and I just wanted to shapen myself up. So I was going across. I wasn't jaywalking. I was doing my normal thing, going across the road, and the car physics aren't exactly great at the moment.
Okay.
So I decided to take a chance and jaywalk, but that was a mistake because somebody was coming around the corner as soon as I did that, and he saw me at the last minute, and then this is where the car physics go a bit squiffy. He actually spun out, his car tires exploded. It's not funny. It was horrific. His car tires exploded. I get knocked unconscious because I got hit, and the dude in the car is actually lying on the ground bleeding. And
Did you go over and press H?
well, I was unconscious at this time. I must say as well, when I was unconscious, some fucking asshole robbed me. So my 5 grand that I had gone. So now I'm in an even worse way. I blacked out. I just saw a black screen, and when I came to, it was horrific. There was just people
was the
standing
black screen on for a certain amount of time to?
until you wake up. Yeah. So I could still hear them, and they're like, "Oh my God, what's happened?" Nobody saw what happened.
This is so fucking weird.
So I eventually got up, and then I started walking away, but I was actually more injured than I thought I was, and I collapsed. And some helpful soul actually did a fireman's carry, so I'm slung on his shoulder, unconscious, and he's just screaming, "We need a medic!" And
It's like
it was
you're Whitney
actually,
Houston, and he was Kevin Costner.
it
You don't
was.
get that reference. I'm sorry.
I don't. It was quite poor timing because at this moment of time there was a bank robbery going on, and he carried me near the scene of the crime. And once he realized what happened, he dropped me and ran away. So I just logged out. I couldn't be bothered.
So wait, so your dude's just kind of bleeding to death at the scene of a robbery?
Yeah.
What a wonderful video game experience that is. You don't even have a gun. You got robbed from your delivery job in which you were doing because you just wanted to get some nice clothes. Oh, there go your dreams of buying a gun and murdering somebody in your car.
It was a sad day in Salt Lake City.
There's an old Chinese saying, beat your gong and sell your candies. Yeah, it's a little sexual, or am I just imagining things?
I think you're imagining things, man.
Yeah, I think I have problems. There's an old saying of Saharan wandering tribes. When one is naked, it is better to sit down than to stand up.
What?
Saharan wandering tribes. All right, let's try to take this in context. When one is naked, you're in a Saharan wandering tribe. When I hear Sahara, I think desert. So when you're in the desert, it is better to sit down than to stand up. Sounds like a bad case of sand ass.
I'm afraid you've got sand ass.
How do you treat sand ass?
Just with water.
No, good call. Good call. I think the reason I saved that card, there's an old Spanish saying, the ox spoke and said, nice ox, I gotta say.
Thank you. You can give me any animal in the world and I can imitate it. Just like that.
Let me hear your snake. Sorry, can I hear your snake again? Are you literally saying rat-a-tat-a-tat?
It's the rattlesnake. I'm shaking my rattle.
Who wouldn't just immediately go sss?
Whoa, that's the common folk way.
I guess you had to separate yourself. Oh, boy. I challenge you to finish this one. There's an old Argentine saying, the love of a child is like...
No.
The love of a child is like...
Pure innocence.
water in a basket. Whoa.
What?
Because the water, I guess, would drip out of a basket because a basket is not a fully formed vessel. Whoa, I just impressed myself with my own interpretation of that. All right. There's an old Arabic saying, 3 things cannot hide. Love, a mountain, and... love,
jealousy?
a mountain. Ooh, well, that's very poetic. A bit telling. And a man on a camel.
What the fuck?
There's an old Arabic saying, 3 things cannot hide. Love, a mountain, and a man on a camel.
Yes, he can.
I know. You just go over a little fucking hill, and then, most people won't be able to see you.
Well, if somebody's looking as well, just hang on the other side of the camel.
Yeah, well, it depends. Are you also... you have to hide the camel. But generally, if you're with a camel and you need to be hiding and the camel needs to be hiding as well, chances are that there aren't news choppers out, looking for you, or police choppers. Yeah, we're looking for a man on a camel. That doesn't happen often. I don't think they need that saying at all. Do you feel that we're not cultured enough to get some of these?
Definitely.
That doesn't make me feel bad. They're great conversation pieces, though, because we're superior.
USA, USA.
You may ride a horse well, but don't try to.
Rein in your wife.
Sit on your horse's nose.
What the I just imagine someone. Oh, there, boy.
If you need a saying to keep your younglings from getting on the wrong end of the horse, yeah, you need to rework your whole tribe.
I just imagine somebody is just riding a horse on his nose. Hey, Dave, you're doing it wrong.
Somebody tell this thing to stop going backwards, oi! All right. I've read this one all the way, and it makes much more sense and is much more wise. It's an old Finnish saying, which seems appropriate, since this is the end. Sorry. It is well to seek a wife in the village, but not in the...
The well?
The well? The well. Where the deep thing, where the water is at. The people usually don't exist because there's not much to do except drown.
Well, I don't know what's over there.
So, all right, let me read this as possibly interpreted by you. God damn, you piece of shit phone.
Please hold.